is a quick class to build the muscles around your spine and also stretch some things out. So you may want to block and possibly a blanket and maybe even a chair. We'll go ahead and start in child's pose. So bring your knees a little bit wider than hips with distance apart. If you have a mat, mats with distance apart. And bring your forehead down to the floor or to your block, just depending on what's more comfortable for you. And your spine, and then stretch your arms out in front of you and just rest your forehead on the floor or the block. And right away, I want you to take some nice, soft, and deep breaths into your belly. So watch your belly move out and in with your inhale and your exhale. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and let your sit bones sink back towards your heels. Take a moment to notice how your system softens with your breath. It's like flipping a switch into relaxation mode when you come into this position. Here we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left and just bring your right temple or ear down towards the floor. And then again, keep breathing and it'll help you stretch into your right shoulder. And we'll go ahead and switch sides. Bring your left arm underneath your right and bring your left temple or ear down to your block or to your floor. And then take a nice soft inhale in your nose. And on your exhale, relax your jaw and soften your belly. Take a nice full inhale. And exhale, relax. One more just like that. And then come back to center and set your block to the side. We'll come into a tabletop position, so just bring your shoulders right over your wrists and your knees right underneath your hips, and we're going to take a couple cat-cows. So first you push the floor away with your hands and bring your gaze down towards your belly button as you round your spine. So feel a stretch in between your shoulder blades here. And then drop your belly and stretch your gaze up. So you're engaging your core here, so you're not just laying into your back. You shouldn't feel any pressure in your low back. We'll just move back and forth around your spine, bring your gaze down towards your belly button. And then drop your belly, bring your gaze up, but keep the core connected. Inhale here. And exhale, round. And keep going, inhale to bring the gaze up. And exhale to round your spine. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. And last one, inhale up. Exhale, round. Good, come to a neutral spine. We're gonna add on some core work from here. So with a straight spine, just extend your right leg back and try to keep your hips level. So you don't want your hip dropping down or popping up. If you think about lifting from your inner thigh and maybe dropping your pinky toe down slightly on the right foot. So stretch your chest out, but keep your core connected. And then bring your nose to your knee and your knee to your nose. And then inhale, lengthen forward. Extend your legs straight back. And exhale, knee to nose. Just keep going nice and easy with your breath. Being really mindful of your hips. And as you get stronger, you can start to extend your opposite arm out and connect elbow to knee. But you don't have to add that on just yet. Be really, really mindful. You shouldn't feel any pinching in your low back. If you do, you're losing your core connection. Go ahead and come back to center and we'll switch sides. So extend your left leg straight back. And again, just level out your hips from here. Try not to let it drop down or pop up. Lift from your inner thigh on the left leg and drop your left pinky toe down towards the floor. Then stretch your gaze forward, take an inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. flowing nice and easy with your breath. If you feel a lot of weight in your wrists, try to push into the creases on your fingers so you're not putting all your weight in your wrist. And also as your core gets stronger, it'll take some of the weight out of your hands. Relax the space in between your shoulder blades here. Try to relax the sides of your neck so they're not really engaged and active. You can shake your head no if that helps. And as you get stronger, you can start to extend your right leg or right arm straight out and connect elbow to knee and knee to elbow. And then we'll go ahead and release there. And from here, move on to your right knee, right hand down, right knee down. Lift your left hand to your left waist and just peel your left hip open. So here I want you to think about leaning that top shoulder back and maybe just breathing right here. A little core strengthener, and as you get more strong, you can start to lift your top foot, your left foot. But don't collapse in your torso or in your shoulder. Keep your back peeled open. Maybe bring your gaze up. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Left hand down, left knee down. Right hand to right hip. Right hip peeled open towards the side wall, and right shoulder leans back. So from here, find your balance, and maybe lift your foot, maybe not. Go ahead and release. And press back into downward facing dog here. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, and stretch your armpits back towards your thighs. Shake your head no. Begin to breathe into the sides of your ribs. Nice full inhale. And exhale, sink your head and your heels on your exhale. So go ahead and come on forward into high plank. And stretch your chest forward, stretch your tailbone back towards your heels. If you need to come onto your knees, do it, that's fine. Otherwise, we're gonna lift the right toes an inch or two up off the floor. Breathe, and lower your toes. Lift your left toes an inch or two up off the floor. Release, lift your hips, press back to downward facing dog. In down dog, just shake your head no, stretch your armpits towards your thighs, bend your knees as much as you need to. And then come forward into high plank. We'll try that again. Stretch your chest forward, stretch your tailbone back towards your heels. Pull the front of your ribs down towards your pelvis. And then lift your right toes, and lower, and lift your left toes, and lower, and lift your hips. Shake your head. Come on forward, high plank. Last time, lift your right toes, lower, lift your left toes, lower, press back down dog. Beautiful, come down onto your knees and lift your torso. We're gonna step the right foot forward. So if you need a blanket underneath your back knee, go ahead and put that there. And we're just gonna sit up really tall here. So you want your ribs right over your pelvis. And you want to think about pulling your right hip back into place instead of leaning forward. And then keep your core connected. So right above your pelvis, you can find a little engagement there. And so you should feel it in the front part of your leg. Take a nice breath here. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And then from here, bring your hands down to either side of your foot. Tuck your back toes and lift the back knee. And again, pull your right hip back and stretch your chest forward. So keep breathing here, keep your shoulders moving away from your ears. If you need blocks underneath your hands, that's great. You can do that. Give yourself a little bit of height. Go ahead and drop your back knee. And we'll straighten the front leg here, so you still may need some blocks. But just walk your front heel forward a little bit and maybe flex your toes up towards your nose. And you'll feel a little release in the back of your leg. A little stretch. Lengthen your chest forward, and then bring your hands to the outside of your right leg, and maybe put them on your block, maybe not. Come back to center and we'll switch sides. So just sneak your right foot back, lift your torso, and step your left foot forward. So, same thing, try to get your pelvis, your ribs right over your hips. So you're not leaning forward here, you're just stacking. And then pull that left hip back and engage your core and sit up nice and tall. You should be reaching down with your right leg, your right knee. And reaching up with your head, but dropping your shoulders away from your ears. So if you don't feel anything here, you can begin to lean forward, but you want to be really, really mindful to keep your core connected. So you're not just going to lay into your low back. You keep your belly active, really pulling in, and you can kind of start to lean forward and go a little bit deeper into that hip flexor. Go ahead and bring your hands to either side of your foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Stretch your chest forward. Breathe here into your ribs. Maybe sway side to side a little bit. Bring some movement in as much as you need to. If you need blocks underneath your hand, go for that. But if you try to put all your weight on your blocks, you'll be really, really wobbly. So try to engage your legs so that you can not have all of your weight in your hands. And then go ahead and drop your back knee and straighten your front leg. You can toe heel it forward a little bit. And just, the leg doesn't have to go completely straight, but move it towards straight and lengthen your chest forward. So you don't want to round in your spine. You won't feel it as much in the back of your leg if your spine is not strong and straight. And then breathe. And from here, bring your hands to the outside of your foot. If you need your block for some height, you can do that. Both hands to the outside of the left leg, keeping your spine strong. And then go ahead and come back to center. Sneak your foot back and lift your torso. We'll come up to standing. So you may want a chair for this, you may not need it, but stand on your left foot and hug your right knee up into your chest. And you can, if you need to plant it on a chair, put your foot on a chair, you can do that. You may not need that, but if you do, go for it. And from here, we're just gonna twist open, bring your right arm back. So you're gonna hold on to your leg with your left hand, and your right arm sweeps back, so you're twisting open to the side. So you're sitting up really, really tall here. Maybe wobbling and falling, but it's okay. But breathe into your ribs, soften your neck so your shoulders aren't scrunched up into your neck. And then go ahead and switch sides. So plant your right foot down, hug your left knee up, or set your left foot on a chair. Hold on to that knee with your right hand and sweep your left arm back. So I want you to be mindful that your toes aren't turning out on that bottom foot or in. Try to keep your toes pointing straight forward, just so we're stacking everything nice. You can lean your top shoulder back, your left shoulder blade, and then breathe into your ribs here. Beautiful, come back to center.